EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's Sharp finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Cook Dances by him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run the counter with Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time. It'll be a 3rd long situation coming up. Free safety running all the way up the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out his pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
It's Cousins on the sneak.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Receiver Landry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. We're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. And that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that would stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Panthers nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. They'll roll him out, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Penny running right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad Penny, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The defender's underneath the goal and working out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. and he executed so well.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running off tackle with Cook. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 109 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well around the entire game. If it's a huge one, that's okay. They'll take it in short, steady bursts.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Penny up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and long. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and when they slowed them down on that one, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Play action now. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Penny. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play fake. Cousins out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Runaway contest.
He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life and what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back a loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Penny will try to punch it in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.